Good morning, my little coffee beans. So today I want to talk to you about the best houseplant for you. When we are surrounded by green, when we have houseplants, especially real living houseplants, they not only filter air quality, but they also are relaxing. So a way to make your area and space a little bit less stressful is to add a few plants. For me, one of my goals for my home is for it to be a stress-free environment. For me, obviously, but also for Blake. He is going through med school right now. You know, I might have had a crazy day as well, but first I tell him my funny stories. We laugh, we joke, we eat food, and then we talk about more serious things after we've both had time to wind down and discuss our day and what's going on. And so I like to keep a clean environment. As you guys know, I like to keep a minimal environment, as y'all know. But let me talk about our newest addition to the family. So this is I just have this because I spray it with water. My little sister Lillian, who's like a plant guru, taught me to do that. And we just got this. I know that I showed you guys in my Sunday vlog a few weeks ago. I showed y'all how we looked for Walmart for a succulent and we couldn't find one. They only have those skulls, but we found this one at Hy-Vee and it is absolutely beautiful. Look at all these different, isn't this just gorgeous? And I'll show y'all where I've placed this in my home.
Y'all, this is where I have my, I'm whispering because Blake's actually asleep. He was up till 5 studying late last night, but so this is where I have my succulents. Isn't this just the cutest thing ever? Also, my little sister Lillian built this table and she designed it and she did all the artwork herself, and these pages are from a dictionary. Isn't that just beautiful? And then that is sea glass, and then she actually painted this. She's super, super artistic and talented, which is why I have her all over my house. And then she's also the lover of succulents, and she got me really into succulents. But yeah, it's home, and I just love it right here. And I used to put my phone on here, but now I put it down because phones never sleep by them, and because they kill plants.
I've always wanted plants in my home. My parents had plants in their home. Growing up, we had aloe and stuff, which my mom would use. It's a succulent, so it's great, but she'd also use it. She'd put it in water or use it in the summertime for burns and such. When searching for the perfect house plant for me, I wanted 4 things. I wanted a plant that is non-toxic, so that in the future, if we don't know what's gonna happen, Blake and I are married, it could happen any day. So non-toxic, easy to care for, retains its beauty, and filters the air quality. So with those 4 things in mind, I have a list for you of the best ones that are non-toxic and filter air quality. So, the best ones for your home that are non-toxic and filter air are succulents, aloe, bamboo, and ferns. And what I really wanted from this was I also wanted it to add an element of beauty to my home. So that's why I did go with succulents, because I think they're the most beautiful out of those options. And they're also the easiest to care for, and life gets crazy. I'm gonna end actually with a story. So I've always enjoyed plants. I've always loved plants. And when I was in high school for a time, I thought maybe I'd want to go into horticulture. Anyway, so I really, really wanted a garden. And I lived on a farm, so I was always surrounded by plants, but I wanted a garden, with the vegetables and strawberries. And so anyway, Dad and Grandpa were let's make this happen. So Grandpa got this special machine that was a little version of how they disc, and he I guess he towed all of the soil. I know the big machinery terms, but I don't know the garden terms. But he basically uphilled the land, he aerated the soil. Anyway, someone correct me in the comments. But also I would love if you could comment down below if you have houseplants, and if you do, what are they? And if you have a garden, because I'm really interested in gardens and I would like to get to know y'all. So anyway, he made these little signs that said what it was, carrot or tomato, and stuck those in. And I've never seen this before, but it was really cool. He attached a string to each end so we would know how to do the perfect line. I thought it was the coolest thing. So, sip of coffee. Oh my goodness, y'all, the H on this mug matches me. I just had that epiphany. Okay, well then I'm gonna turn it this way and sip. We planted this big garden and we were so excited, and a couple months went by and nothing grew. And Dad and Grandpa realized that it was a dump site for like their anhydrous ammonia and like things that they were using on the farm. If they had excess, that was their dump site to like clear it through and clean the machinery. So guess what Grandpa did? He took soil from a very fertile acre that we had, just some random acre. I wasn't there when he did it, but he went to a field, he got soil, and he moved it all on top of the soil we already had, and he replanted everything. Everything. How amazing is my grandpa, guys? He replanted everything, and we had the most amazing garden and such a great crop, and it was so much fun. That's such a good and meaningful childhood memory for me. And I'm like, as I'm telling the story, I'm remembering and I'm like, wow, like that's, and you know, it's fun. It's looking back. He never walked in and said, hey, I replanted that garden for you guys. Hey, I never moved the soil. We found out because we came out one day and there were wood planks holding up this extra soil around our garden that nothing was growing in. And we were like, hey Dad, what happened? And he's like, oh yeah, you know, Grandpa moved new soil. And so we're like, oh good, we'll have new soil for next year. Well, then all these amazing crops sprung out. Oh yeah, and he replanted everything. So that's kind of a fun little gardening story. He also took care of it for us. Like we liked the garden for like going and grabbing a thing here and there, but he like weeded and watered, and so that's a really fun childhood memory that I just thought I'd add in at the end of this. But yeah, comment down below if you guys have any houseplants and what your favorite thing to plant in your garden is, or just something like that. I always read the comments, so I'd like to get to know you guys. Anyway, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video.